Last weekend was another grind for the four teams competing for a chance to become 2015 MFL football champions. The Pepsi Warriors faced a well-balanced House Angels team that led 9-8 throughout most of the game. Quarterback Steve Phillips with the completion here for the big first down. Phillips also used his legs to pick up several big runs to keep the chains moving. SP gets picked off here by Valiant Borja, who follows a wall of blockers to move the ball the other way. Borja kicks it into gear and looks like he was going to take it all the way, but ran out of gas and fell short of the end zone. Pepsi turned the ball over 5 times in the ball game, with the Angels defense holding it down here on this possession. Danny Manabusen hit Jacob Torres for Pepsi's first score of the game, with just under a minute left in regulation and the Warriors trailing 9-8. Running back Jose Aware would score what was the game-winning touchdown to help keep the Warriors perfect this season at 4-0. The following day saw the Eagles and Rams go to work. Rams quarterback Leroy Zapatos looked like a vet, throwing a touchdown pass to Tyler Santos and tucking the ball away on the keeper when he had to. Zapatos with the run here for a couple of yards. For the Eagles, quarterback Jude Simizu showed his composure staying in the pocket and hit wide receiver Reggie Baylor for an 84-yard bomb. The Eagles went on to win 28-22. This weekend schedule is the Warriors taking on the Eagles on Saturday at 2 in the afternoon, and the Angels facing the Rams also at 2 in the afternoon on Sunday at Eagles Field in Mingilao. The Nico Hotel was the venue for the 2015 Pro Jiu-Jitsu Championships presented by Cauliflower Culture and KUAM Sports, along with a number of other sponsors who helped the event become a success. After a grueling day of competition, 4 of the island's top jiu-jitsu players earned their way to compete at the Abu Dhabi World Championships, set to take place in April. Punching in their ticket to the competition are Anthony Cruz and Roberto Rosario, representing the Carlson Gracie Academy, along with purebreds Eric Sion and Oliver Cruz.
It's very rare that tournaments like this come to us. Usually we try to go out to bigger tournaments, you know what I mean? And the opportunities provided to us, and like I said, there's a lot of guys who would only wish to go as far as elite tournaments like this, but how do you get there? You know what I mean? For us, we're blessed because they came here. The athletes here, they will fight to the end. Win or lose, and whether they're tired, they're not going to give up until that bell rings, you know what I mean? And everyone has that fighting spirit in them, so you know, it all comes down to coming in mentally and physically prepared. But as far as coming from here, I think everyone here is a warrior, regardless of where they come from.
The 4 athletes received an all-expense-paid trip to compete in Abu Dhabi, where they will face some of the world's best competitors.
The generic of the people of those Chamorros is the best DNA for the jiu-jitsu and for sports combat, you know, as a sport. And you can build a great community and a strong community, you know, because I believe one team is going to make a good team. And they already have a world champions in Abu Dhabi, like John Tuck. And now we can have 12 world champions.
Now that they have something to look forward to other than the local tournaments, and don't get me wrong, the local tournaments are great. But with something like this, it gives them, like I said, you know, you got the regular Joe that, you know, working 9 to 5, has kids or whatever, that are able to not have to spend all these money to go to U.S. to buy a ticket to fight in the trials when it's here in Guam and it's our own back door. So now this will motivate people to actually like, oh my God, I want to do this now, you know? And it's a big event.
Let's get right into some PXC 47 news with PXC matchmaker Ken Nicholas talking about one of the main event fights scheduled for Friday night at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse.
We have a really explosive welterweight championship bout between Sebastian Kadastam and Hansel Kim. Hansel Kim is a very reckless striker. He leaves it all in the cage. He takes big risks. He likes to throw looping right hands. And he's the type of fighter who will take a couple of hits if it means he lands a big one. Sebastian Kadastam, on the other hand, is a very intimidating and very physical Swede. He has knockout power. He's beaten many Hawaiian fighters. He's beaten Josh Calvo in order to win the welterweight championship. He has very accurate leg kicks. He's got devastating high kick. And that's a recipe for a very, very explosive fight. So don't expect this fight to go to the judges. I think it ends within somewhere between the first 3 rounds.